Welcome to the Bantam Power Play presentation. First thing I want you to know is the Power Play system that we're going to use. We're generally going to refer to it as Box Plus One. Sometimes they also call it a basic system or a 2-1-2 system, but for our purposes, we're just going to refer to it as Box One. I'm trying to take a few notes over here on the left just for you folks that learn better by seeing things written out a little bit. As we go, I'll try and utilize that. First thing, regarding the Box Plus One, the reason why they call it that is if you look at these green players, and the green players are the ones that are on the power play, if we highlight the corners, you can generally see a box with those four, and of course the center is the plus one. The box moves, the box goes in different shapes, but that's why they call it the Box Plus One. I'm going to go over some important concepts for each position, and we're going to start with shooting priority. Shooting priority means when you're on a power play, what are we really trying to do? Who are we really trying to get the puck to for a shot? The priority is to get it to the center. If they're open, they take a shot. If they're not open, they need to move the puck back to another player. They should not be doing dekes. The next priority is your defense. Okay, that's where the shot comes from the point, and hopefully the center and maybe the wings can be in a position to tip, screen, or get a rebound. Last priority is the winger or wingers. Wingers, you're obviously going to be shooting at times, but in terms of a priority, what we're really trying to do is get the puck to the center, if not to the D. Last resort, the wingers. Now, in terms of positions, let's start with those of you playing center. First concept I want you to know is if you're playing center, no dekes. All right. What that means is, and by the way, this massive black basketball, that's the puck. Okay. If the center has the puck and this D is right in front of him, I do not want to see this D try to pull off a deke to get a shot on net. It makes no sense when you're on the power play, particularly. When you're on the power play, you have the extra guy. We should be able to possess the puck. And when you make a deke when you have the puck, that is most likely going to result in you coughing up the puck. They clear it, and we have to start over again. Rather, in this situation, rather than that center trying to do a deke, what I would rather see is the center move the puck possibly to a winger here. Just ignore that to the winger and maintain team possession. The other thing to note when you're playing center is that your role changes depending on puck placement. Okay, when the puck is down low, you need to support your wingers, try and get open, or maybe join a battle. Okay, meaning if the puck is down here in the corner and your winger is engaged in a battle, meaning the winger does not have clear possession, this center either needs to try and make themselves open, maybe along the boards, maybe here closer to the net, or you can join the battle if you think that's appropriate. But you have to move. You can't just sit out front screaming, I'm open, I'm open. All right. The second thing is if the puck is at the D, okay, which should often be the case because remember I said if the center can't shoot, we're looking for the D to shoot. What that center needs to do is realize their job just turned into the three priorities, and that is tip, screen, rebound. Okay? You're no longer trying to get open. You're really trying to create havoc in front of the net. If anyone's going to get open, we need to make it a winger. If the defenseman chooses to pass, that winger, or excuse me, that point defenseman could pass to the winger down low. But the center, your job is, like I said, tip, screen, rebound. You have to recognize when that rule changes. Okay? Let's move on and pick on defense a little bit here. Defense. A couple things I want you to know is that you need to be ready to get the puck excuse me, 1 second. Ah, I sorry. I want you to make sure you're not letting egos get in the way. And what I mean by that is this puck should try to be worked to the defenseman with the best or better shot between the two of you. Okay? If one of you has a better shot, work it to that D. Now, the next step's important, and you can see just by the little bit of an illustration, the puck's getting passed between the D here. The second thing you need to know is, particularly on the power play, do not ever blindly pass this puck between the D. At your level, at the Bantam level, these folks that are defending high in the zone, they are ready and they're waiting for that blind pass. They will intercept it, go down on a breakaway, and put us in a bad position. So do not pass that puck between D blindly. Even though you're on the power play, you see the pros kind of do it with little effort, but I guarantee you they're not actually doing it blindly. They looked and they know where their D partner is. The other thing I want you to know, D, is be prepared to switch positions. What I mean by that is if this left D has the puck right here, okay, and for whatever reason this left D starts skating to this side, all right, this right D needs to be ready to fill into that side. Yes, when you get a chance to switch back, fine, but be ready and be flexible. Don't just stand your ground and say, well, this is the spot on the ice I stand. What do I do? Okay, so let's just quickly summarize so far. Get the puck to the better shooter. Okay, no blind passes. That's huge for our points on a power play. And be ready to switch spots. That's important. And the last thing I'll tell you is, and this is very important to maintain possession, be ready to support your wingers. How do you do that? The number one way that you need to be ready to support a winger is if the winger finds themselves down low on your side. Okay? The puck is on this side. So this spot that I'm highlighting, this side that I'm highlighting is the strong side because the puck's there. Okay? If this winger is under duress, meaning they're battling for the puck and they're not sure how they're going to get it, this winger needs to know that if they want, they can wing this puck around the boards with some velocity. They're going to do that pretty hard, and they need to know that this winger is going to be able to get there and support them. Okay? Now, it's important for wingers to also understand that they should not be winging this puck all the way around the weak side. The reason why is because, the reason why is because this D, okay, let's go back. If this winger has the puck here, this D is going to shore up a little bit, ready to support his winger. But this D should not be all the way over here. This D is going to fill in the space here, okay? If you take this puck and you wing it around all the way the weak side, chances are this puck's going to cross the blue line before this D can get there. Okay, so D, when you see the puck down low in the zone, kind of in the corner on your end, on your side, you need to be ready to get that puck off the boards, and the wingers, you need to use them. All right, let's go on to our wingers. Okay, wingers, your primary job in controlling a power play is to work the perimeter. I call this area the perimeter. Okay, maybe think of it somewhat as from the face-off dot kind of to the goal post, and then everything in the corner, loosely speaking. All right, that's your primary job, but you do, just like the defenseman, you need to be ready to switch with your wing partner if they skate the puck around as well. Another thing that's important for a winger, your job also is to support your centerman, try to get them a puck for a shot. So if your centerman's here and you think they're open, so you pass to them. I already said the centerman should not be deking. If that centerman obeys that rule but doesn't feel they can get a shot off, that puck should come immediately back to you, most likely. Okay? Because usually the easiest pass is to pass directly back to the person who just passed to you. All right? Wingers, another important concept. If you're down low with the puck and maybe you're under a little bit of duress, so you're having a hard time getting your head up, do not blindly pass the puck out in front. The goalie may get it, freeze it, therefore we lose possession. This defenseman may get it, wing it down the ice, we lose possession and time. If anything, wingers, if you're going to do a blind pass with the puck, this should blindly be rung around the boards, just like I said before. Same thing, just so we're all clear, the same thing would be true, although it would be the opposite, if this winger is under duress. Do not blindly pass in front. Rather, you should be ready to ring this puck off the boards if you need to, and this D needs to be ready and be there to support that play. And this D, left D, would have moved over into this area. Okay? The other thing, wingers, I want you to remember, and I'll just say, kind of review, be ready for a quick pass back to whoever you pass to. The other thing, other couple things to keep in mind, this no deke rule definitely applies to you as well. You should be moving the puck to a person. You should not be trying to get around a defenseman. We're on the power play. Somebody is open somewhere, and doing a deke just makes it likely that we are going to cough up the puck. Of course, wingers, I told you you're our last priority in shooting, but of course, if you are in a decent position and you have an open shot, obviously you're going to take that shot and you're going to expect your teammates to come in to work for a rebound. Those are the basic concepts, all right? Just to review real quick, it's box plus one, centers, no dekes, and change your role depending on where the puck is. D, no blind passes, and support your wingers, okay? Wingers, I want you ready to work the perimeter, no dekes for you as well, and you have to know where to do blind passes, meaning the only time you're doing blind passes is not out front. Rather, it would be rung around the boards, and your D should support you. That's the gist. Look forward to applying it on the ice.